Good morning, everyone. My name is Alex, and we're probably going to have to do this on our own really quick. I've been fiddling with settings, but it is really not working. It's going to start freaking out every time it turns. Yeah, that's a problem. That's not okay. So we get to have all the fun. So, this shouldn't take more than just a couple of minutes. We're going to knock this out and then get directly into the next day. Basically, I just need to get this done, get this harvested and out of the field, and we'll start with the rest of things. So let's just do this real quick. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this thing, but I couldn't even do a proper time lapse. Every time I put it on any kind of worker, it just went nuts. So that's kind of concerning. It worked with the other header, so it must be something with this header is the only thing that I can figure, because we've harvested with this thing before and it's not been an issue. But we got everything out, so I'm gonna go park this thing up, grab the Fiat, gonna take a nap and see where we end up. Now sadly we didn't get as much corn either. We got around 40k liters, so I mean it's not terrible, but it's not the amount that I was expecting. So that's only going to equate over to about 40 grand, which kind of, I mean it's good, but at the same time. So I'm just going to go take a quick nap, and we're going to pass into the next day. That had to be harvested or it was going to go rotten. So we'll pass into the next day, and then we're going to do our tillage work. Okay, it is another beautiful morning, and we've been blessed with 3 more boxes of sunflower seeds. We're going to have to fix that. Pigs. Hopefully they're doing okay. Do we get slurry? Please tell me we do. Oh, we've got 323 liters of slurry. Poop, my pigs. Poop. So, the first job that we have to do today and get going is this fella here. Whoa! Okay, just sling me around. I wasn't attached to you or anything. We're going to get them on a course. Of course. I need to create a job. Open the generator and generate the course. There we go. Okay, close that, and we can hit start. And I need to remember that they have to drive wherever they're going to drive. Now, what we're going to do... Oh, poor dear. Your time will come. What we're going to do is... we're going to go do a little bit of tillage. Like I said in the last video, we were going to use the crimper on like our cereals, and we're going to have to turn in the heavier stuff. So that's what we're going to work on now, especially on the sunflower stalks. Unless I've said this backwards. I may have said it backwards in the video. I can't remember, guys. I say a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure that this is the way. Like like you just want to get the stalks under so they can aerate. Basically like your corn stalks and stuff. If you get them turned the correct way, they can help aerate and dry out some ground. So that's the main reason for doing this. I don't know if this is the correct tool for that, but that's what we're going to use. Hopefully that guy gets figured out what he's going to do. And we're going to... This fits this a lot better than it does the Fiat for sure. If we go down. Okay, now we're starting to see all of our fun work here that we need to do. We're starting to see more and more pebbles. I think as we do this, we'll end up having to get a rock picker at some point. What can we do while we're waiting on this? Looks like... Ooh. That's fancy. 273 horsepower, less than what we've got. Could get a Massey. 6700S. Don't really need it. I'm really looking for a truck. There's a bigger Versatile. Big Steiger. Come on. Don't tease me. Don't tease me like this. Like, I don't need it, but I want it. Ooh, A-Train. If only we had a truck. Right now I'm not too awful worried about that. It is May, so we might have something that we can sell. No, it's going to be June before we can sell the corn. And the canola is November, so we've got some time yet on our hands before we get to do anything else real fun. It's kind of a conundrum, isn't it? I think I might go ahead and set up a small store. I mean, they were like 15K. We've got people. One of them could work it. So maybe that small bakery. That way they can have somewhere to shop too. I think that's the proper thing to do today. Spend a little bit of money so we can make some money. I mean, we've got canola. Maybe we can get some canola oil out of it. I don't know what that'll be worth, but we'll also have to look at like selling points and stuff like that to get set up too. And that's the main point of wanting to build the actual town. So the town, remember, is not going up here on the hill. The town is going down by field 38 and 40 and stuff like that. Like an actual town is going to be on that side of the river. So we'll have, you know, different stores to sell different products at, where we've just been selling everything to this co-op up on the hill. That's not the end goal. Like, I don't want to continue selling stuff there all the time. So yeah, that one's going to be a big one. Now, we can't go ahead and build out the town because we don't have the land to the town to run the power lines. So remember, we can only run power lines and water lines and stuff on property that we own. So it's still going to take some time to get there with that. But I think as we open up the land more and more, okay, so we're going to buy field 14 next. Just the silage that we're going to be able to pull off of that, it will almost pay for the next piece of land. So it's going to be pretty quick and heavy here before too awful long. I'm not saying that's exactly what we're going to do, because then you can just get into basically an endless loop of buying a piece of land, silaging it out, and then buying another piece of land and silage. Like, I don't want to do that. That's like not been our goal from the get. So we won't be doing that. Most of the time I've been taking the silage money and really reinvesting it into equipment, and that's probably what we're going to do forward, where our actual crop money goes into buying land. I think that keeps it a lot more interesting, because you can just set up a bunker and make, you know, a few million liters of silage and basically own the world, but that's not what we want to do. Maybe if we get enough silage off of field 14, I would like to do the sugar cane at some point, and that endeavor is going to be fairly expensive. That's going to be $1 million endeavor. So we're going to have to start buying pieces of equipment and just having it sit around. Like, I'm not going to do what we did with the grapes, where I bought everything just in one go. The grapes were pretty cheap to get started, except for the harvester. And, you know, I don't want to have that whole thing again where we bought everything and then I was like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. And again, in grapes, we're going to do them again. But they're going to be down in like field 24, 25 behind the town. That way they can be a big fancy vineyard town and stuff like that. But we're going to do it whenever we have production facility and everything, because we really didn't make that much money. We spent all that money on the harvester, all the equipment, and everything like that, and we didn't make anything. So that's what really put me off there, was when you do a crop that is that labor intensive and you don't make anything off of it. It's not a good look, I don't think. So it'd just be one of them learning experiences. Now the goal today is not to plant in both of these fields. The goal today is probably just to plant big field and leave this one, because we're going to have to do lime in this one in the cornfield before we put anything else in them. So there are a couple things that I need to do. We need to take the fiat up to the store to get the other fertilizer sprayer, sell our old fertilizer sprayer, and sell the other root off trailer. So we'll have a little bit of money coming in. We're going to be really, really close to buying Field 14 here in the next couple of days, which is going to be awesome. As far as piggies are concerned, they've got enough food for a hot minute. I've been thinking about buying a couple more just to kind of kickstart that process, because that barn can hold, I want to say it's like 100, 200, something like that. So once those really kick off and start going, we're going to make a ton of money off of pigs, but we're going to have to keep them supplied with pig food. Now, the good thing is the store at the top of the hill sells pig food, so we just need to basically buy it in bulk and then keep feeding them. So I'm not too worried about that. Infrastructure things that we need to do yet. We need to get in some kind of water tower. I've been thinking about making one. Basically, by making one, I mean just take one out of a mod and scale it up. Because they're all so tiny. I don't understand why they're all so tiny. But something like that really needs to be placed really up there where that far tree is, in the top of the screen. That way it's the high point, and then you get water pressure as it goes downhill. So there's kind of that needs to be done. Everybody's just kind of like living off well water right now, which is fine. A little bit hard water never hurt nobody. You get to call your Culligan man and have a water softener put in. But I think whenever we get to town, it's going to require a little bit more, so we're going to have to start thinking about that kind of infrastructure, water and sewage and a treatment plant and everything like that. And we will role play a treatment plant. Basically, you're not going to have like city water, right? Like, it's not going to go to a treatment plant and get recycled and everything. What we'll do is we'll go off the number of people that we feel that's living in town and how much they use per physical year, and then we'll get a silo, or one of the pumps and hoses manure tanks, and we'll put that outside of town and build a water treatment plant, and we'll fill that up over the year, and then we'll have to spread that out as human manure, which is an absolutely horrible job. Other things that we have to worry about are runoff for the footprint of the town, which would be another kind of waste product that gets applied. This is where I really, really wish the I wish that the Pumps and Hoses DLC kind of let you choose what kind of manure it is. Like I've said it a few times before, but the consistency of what you're spreading is important. Hog manure does not spread the same as dairy manure. It doesn't. And dairy manure doesn't spread the same as your beef cattle and stuff. They're all completely different. Dairy manure, you might do, 15K an acre, which is a lot. Human waste, I've seen, good God, the amount. Basically, they can overwrite the rules. I've seen upwards of 38,000 gallons to the acre put in. That's insane. And I kind of wish that there was a way to replicate that, where basically we're going to have to put down a lot of poo. So even with a small town that we're going to have to put down a lot of poo. So it's going to definitely be interesting, I think. Well, for me. I don't know about you guys. Field position's fine. Target position's fine. Generate me a course. Give me 2 headlands. And you're going to do... start work on the center. Generate. Now let's see if this guy works. I bet that they will. Now, another thing that we need to be aware of is at some point we're going to be able to put down gravel. And gravel does let rainwater permeate. There's only one problem. At some point we're going to have to take up the amount of water that our footprint gives. So like each one of our buildings basically takes up how much, like a square footage. And whenever we look at that, we need to understand that water cannot infiltrate those areas. And due to regulations, because runoff is a giant problem, don't let anybody try to tell you it's not, it is. We need to calculate how much water storage we're going to have and start storing it once we start expanding out, because under each one of our bins is concrete. Concrete don't let water through. Under a foundation of our big building is concrete. No water gets through. So we need to start gathering up our rainwater and doing something with it. And again, that's probably going to come down to pumping it, but it be what it be. I don't know how we'll roleplay that, but it'll be a pretty good time, I think. I have the Pumps and Hoses DLC on this, so it's going to be a lot of that. But I want to get into those kinds of things where we're doing things to quote unquote code, that we can kind of get a better understanding. Plus, we're in a valley, so rainwater's kind of a problem. Maybe I'm thinking too much about this, but probably not. Plus, the poo from our workers has got to go somewhere, right? Okay, we've had this trailer a hot minute. I mean, we bought it used. It's 64 months old now. That's... whew, man. That's ridiculous. Let's see if we get anything for repainting it. And not really, about $100. But 64 months is a long time for a trailer in farming sim. So let's see if I can get both of these things. This empty shouldn't be too heavy for this guy. I hope. I really, really hope. And I'm hoping I can sneak under here. But I bet you this hooks through the center. I think it does. That's janky. Okay, if this is anything like the Kubota one, we know it's going to be heavy. The Kubota one put the fent right on its butt. So... oh my. And this does pretty much the same. Poor little Fiat. I don't... Jesus. I don't think this will be enough to do that entire field, but this is a lot better than doing it with 3 or 4 trips, so I'm okay with what we've got going on. Can I close the door, please? That would be awesome. There we go. Running around with the door open like a big old ding-dong. And also, this is the first time that this field has had lime. So it's going to be pretty rough. Look at that, though. That looks really, really good. So we're going to bring this back up into balance. And we're already out. We didn't even make it halfway. Okay, let me go get a little bit more. Okay, I have this set up on the widest spread. Let's see how fast it wants to empty. Oh my. Oh my. That is extremely quick. I do believe it's the word. Come on, just let me touch over here, and then I'll turn it back down, I promise. Oh, wow. Like, it's quick. We're going to have some infrastructure to keep this thing going. Oh, man. Well, I mean, again, this is the first time, so I can't fault it, but just wow. Just wow. Okay, we'll spread a little bit slower this time and clean up these edges. So another thing I want to do, I wanted to get that little shop, and we're going to give them a little bit of our canola. There is a canola oil factory that we can get into for fairly cheap. We have a lot of canola, and that stuff can sell for a pretty good amount. So we're going to do that as well. But first I need to finish this, which shouldn't take just like 17 more trips to the store for lime, because I should have just brought the trailer up there and got some lime. One day I'll learn. One day I'll learn. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Is one of these guys, I don't know which one it is the thing. Like, all these look the same to me, so just give me a second. Okay, it's this one. So we can put in canola, sunflowers, and olives. We get olive oil, sunflower oil, and everything like that. Now, this is a little feller, but I think it's going to be just what we want. So maybe something about like this. So if we put that guy there, okay, yeah, you've got concrete. And then we go to landscaping, painting. We really need to get concrete at some point. I think that there is a concrete production pack, but I'm like not like 100%, so don't 100% me on that. And I'm going to try to find it. That way we can start making stuff like that. So there's that guy. So we take it in and do all that fun stuff. Now, I mean, I guess they could walk. What do we have for decoration? They're going to need a light. That's not what we're looking for. They probably want... That's a... maybe not that big. Not like that either. Why do all lights suck? Oh, there we go. That one's kind of where we should be. So we need to do I think that guy right there. All right, and then we can go to others, and maybe they can have a bike with a surfboard for all their surfing they're gonna do. So we can put that maybe over to the side here. I mean, I want it to be a nice place to work, you know? I don't want it to just be, I don't want it to just be a thing. So let's make it a little bit more homey. We've got a bench, about a flower pot on either side. So we go like that, and like that. Look, they're already making custom stuff. A little planter. No, maybe not. And, where do we want these people to be from? Because, you know, we're the Americans. let's say they're dealing with oils. Do we want to give them Scotland? Or Sweden? No, we'll do flags later. Ooh, I do have the water packs. I need to do that too. Oh, there's so much stuff I need to do, guys. A little umbrella for your seating pleasure. No, that's going to interfere with the thing. That's kind of what sucks. How about we do this guy over here? So we can pop this down, and then can I not? So much for me thinking about this. Let's do demolish this. Yes, I'm spending all kinds of money now, so we'll do that there. There we go. You can do that there. And a little bit more dirt. Never hurt nobody. So you can have a nice little bench area. They really need to make a mod that sorts all this stuff. And then we want... Maybe they were playing chess. Let's do... Yeah, somebody was playing chess there, and we had another guest. Now, do we want parking for this? Not until we get concrete, I don't think. I don't think that's going to be too awful kosher. Oh, they're going to need a little trash receptacle. I could probably go right there. I know we're spending money on decoration, and some people don't like that. But, you know, it's important to me. And sometimes that's all that matters. And we're going to give them a nice lime... No, whoa, that's way too big. I was going to say, let's give them a nice lime green truck to do their deliveries in, but I don't think that's going to work out. We won't give them anything broke. They're brand new. And everybody should have a barrel. There we go. Look at there. Barrel. There's a barrel. Oh, and we can put a plant in the barrel, I bet. Can I do the Minecraft thing? Is this a thing that can happen here? Come on. Dink. Oh no, it has physics. Are there ones without physics? I would love to put something in that. We ran into this problem before, didn't we? Okay, yeah, this doesn't have physics. Oh, yes it does too, dang it. Don't give your flower pots physics. No, I don't want to sell them a barrel, I want to sell the thing. Okay, I guess nothing goes in the barrel. Dang it. Oh well. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I like that. I think that looks really, really good. So, too bad we can't play chess. Who is stuck? You is stuck. Why are you stuck? Dude, you literally figured out the zone on your own. Alright, let's go get some stuff for them. Because we're not going to use all of it. I might just put the little bed on the Mog. I think that's the best bet. Now, I didn't want to go overboard with this because, I mean, we could turn all our canola into canola oil, and we would basically make $300,000 if it's 1-to-1. I don't know what the production is. I haven't looked yet, So I thought we would all go through that together and get surprised at how bad it is. So basically, canola is selling for around 1,000 per 1,000 liters. I think it might be more. Let's get up here and take a gander. Okay, so we can bring our sunflowers up here too. That'll be worth doing. So we have 3,000-ish liters. And this thing can hold a lot. So if we go to canola oil production, it's 2 to 1. So we put in 3,000, so we're going to get 1,500 liters. And if we look at the sell price, canola oil is selling for 3,700, where normally canola sells for somewhere 1,400. So it's a little bit more than double. So it is worth doing. Okay. Now, what about our sunflowers? They sell for 1,500. And the oil is worth $4,000. Wow. Wow. Okay. So there's our new production chain. We'll do sunflower seeds that we get from the little thing into sunflower oil, from the garden into the sunflower oil. I think that's a good take there. So those can go through another cycle. And we'll have to pay for that, and sooner or later we are going to get rid of that. But my bees. Outside of the bees, we need to wrap things up for today. I'm going to start moving videos around, so don't be worried if you don't see from me every day. I might just go ahead and start doing that sooner than later, because I don't really have the time to go through and make 2 videos a day every day. So you guys should get this video on Monday, Tuesday. No, hold on. I gotta think about how my schedule is. We did a video on Sunday. Skip Monday. Yes, so you guys should see this video on Tuesday. And then we're going to start every other day until I run out of videos. But hopefully I'll be back pretty soon, whenever we start running out of videos. But that's how I'm just going to have to do it. So everybody, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy today's video. This has been a ragtag bunch of things. But hey, we got a production chain. And this will probably be the thumbnail, I'd say. So that's where we're going to leave it. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye for now.